So you might be asking yourself, is the iPhone 12 worth the purchase? Man, amongst all of the controversies, all of the naysayers, all of the technology snobs and drama, there is a lot of good and fun and upgradability coming out of this iPhone 12 for certain iPhone users. Let's talk about it. Whew, man, we have to start by acknowledging how awesome and amazing this camera is. This is the front-facing camera quality that you can expect out of your iPhone 12. Man, player. Got a player looking good, you know, swagged out, don't trip. You know what I mean? Apple Watch Series 6 on in the red. You know what I mean? With my Tiger Eye beads. The vibe of the iPhone 12 is just what it is. It's a vibe, and that's why a lot of people get excited about it. We have some design changes and so forth, but the first thing we need to talk about, and let's just be open and honest about and have a discussion, is the controversies surrounding the iPhone. What controversy, CJ? I'm glad you asked if you haven't heard. All right, so the biggest conversation piece right now with the iPhone is the fact that it doesn't come with a charging brick or headphones. A lot of people feel that that should be included in the price that we're paying for these smartphones, and that's not a bad argument. Apple does include the Lightning port to USB-C cable, and Apple's also selling a USB-C brick for $19. So it's not ideal. It is somewhat questionable, you know what I mean? We gotta call Tim Cook at some point and talk to him about this. But it's not the biggest deal breaker, and at the worst, you spend $19 more for the charging brick. It is what it is. It's just kind of, I mean, we kind of got to foot it, right? I'm just kind of going to leave that one where it is, man. You know what I mean? Apple always does something to kind of piss the community off. They get mad for a second and then they forget, and we remember how great the Apple iPhone is. So another controversy that's sparking up right now is behind MagSafe. Apparently, MagSafe chargers are starting to leave like circular imprints on, say, the Apple Silicon case, which I have the kumquat color on my iPhone 12 now. And then there's also reports or worries concerning if you just put it directly on a non-cased iPhone and that eventually having wear and tear on your iPhone 12. That's kind of unfortunate because MagSafe is a cool technology that in time can grow and mature into something great. And honestly, this is the first iteration. If there's issues, Apple's gonna have to go back to the drawing board and fix it. And that's just pretty much how it's gonna work. It's always the early adopters that are gonna experience some type of hiccup. It has to go out into the wild until it can be perfected. So this is just kind of an unfortunate situation, but it just has to happen. You know what I mean? It is what it is. You don't even need MagSafe. All you need is a nice power brick to plug in via USB-C to Lightning. That's it. So I'm shooting this all on the iPhone 12 using their brand new HDR video, which once I go into my editing software, I'm gonna have to look up some tutorials on how to handle this footage. But the fact that this camera and this iPhone can shoot HDR, Dolby Vision, edit it, and export it is pretty fire. Like, I can obviously take this footage, airdrop it to my iPad Pro, edit it up, and give it to you guys. I might possibly do that. And then that could be a video of me showing you how to edit HDR footage on the iPhone. I mean, the iPad Pro or the iPhone as well. You know, they both can do it. Nevertheless, man, I think every year we look for the controversy. Everyone's looking for a gate when it comes to Apple's releases because that's just the tradition. But, you know, outside of all of the noise and the drama, at the end of the day, the iPhone 12 is a great phone. Now, for those people who are gonna be like, oh, it's just an iPhone 11 packaged in a new redesigned body. Here's the thing, there are improvements. Are there a ton of them? No. But this is a year over year. Like, come on, you guys gotta be realistic. Everyone doesn't buy a phone every year, and Apple knows this. So they can do, you know, small minor adjustments, but it's just making it better for that person who upgrades that year, who may have had their phone for 4 years or 3 years, or maybe even 2, or they're on a second year cycle. Like, you do realize that the iPhone 12 is an actual upgrade for a lot of iPhone users, right? Especially those iPhone 7, iPhone 8, iPhone 10, iPhone 10s, and all that. Like, this is an upgrade. Duh. So what makes this iPhone like a buzz and a hype thing is the fact that you can get the iPhone 12, pay the iPhone 12 price, and still have like iPhone 12 Pro quality and features because it's practically the same device, the same display, minus nits, so it doesn't get as bright, but I can see just as fine right now shooting this front-facing vlog in pure, beautiful fall sunlight. Same display, same internals, same chip, same battery size, the same phone, minus the telephoto and stainless steel finishing with the matte glass back and so forth, or the frosted back, whatever you want to call it. At the end of the day, the fact that you can get the regular iPhone and still get all of the sauce of the iPhone Pro is really dope. Like, I know a lot of people were like, why would they do that? You know, the Pro should never be as in line with the regular phone. But this also allows people to not pay as much, but still get as much. And I think it's cool, man. Like, just me personally. So, getting a super well-built device. Like, the screen this year looks great. I don't know if it's this new glass that they're using or whatever, but there's just this vibe and this clarity. Now, I'm an iPhone 11 Pro user. I've been using this device, and there's something about this iPhone 12 when I'm looking at the display and using it that just, it appeals to me in a nice, very nice way. Like, I appreciate the clarity and the crystal clearness of this display, which makes my viewing experience a joy, as well as just my overall user experience. So you have this great, nice OLED display. I mean, come on, it's a typical thing of all flagship smartphones. The camera performance is phenomenal, you guys. The use of this HDR video and just the clarity and the crispness and the quality that you can produce with this camera is just amazing, you guys. The fact that I could shoot this entire thing, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna be A1 crispy and uploadable to YouTube, is just everything. Latest chip, the A14 chip. You already know every year Apple's chips get better and better. The latest design with the flat edges. Some people are gonna love it, some people are gonna hate it. I'm one of those that love it. I feel like it's easier to hold, less chances of me dropping my device. And on the iPhone 12, you have the aluminum size and not those icky stainless steel size that come on a Pro, so you don't have to worry about the fingerprint drama and all of that nonsense. It still looks great. I feel like the pricing is pretty fair this year, you know, considering that everyone else went up on their pricing this year in the midst of a pandemic. Apple actually didn't go up on their prices, but people are arguing, hey, they didn't go up, but they took out the charger and the headphones. Well, you know, when you buy those things in bulk at the amount that Apple would to fulfill every box, it's not that much money. So I'm actually pretty satisfied with the iPhone 12 thus far. And seeing the results that I get, the use of it, you know, it's always snappy, it's always nice and smooth. We got iOS 14, so we get a little bit of customability. Like, it kind of feels like a new iPhone this year in the sense that it has the redesign. It has iOS 14, which is a new iOS experience. Android users, relax. I know, you guys had it for years. Who cares? Nobody cares. Don't you guys realize when you guys say that, like, no one gives a shit? I'm sorry. What do you need in your smartphone? You need it to run smooth. You need it to be reliable. You need it to have a great battery life, which this iPhone 12 does have. You need it to perform where you need it to perform. If you're into creating videos and taking photos for social media, which we all are in this day and age, you need those cameras to be on point. You get that in this iPhone 12. Basically, what I'm telling you is you get the whole package, the whole kit and caboodle of what you would want out of a smartphone in today's market out of the iPhone 12, which is why the iPhone 12 is the phone that you should buy. Now, I will say this, the iPhone 12 mini is coming, and I have a huge infatuation with the iPhone 12 mini. I like smaller phones now. I love big screens and I love big phones, don't get me wrong. But I have to be honest. I'm getting to that point where I just kind of want to take a break from the massive device, and I want something small and compact, easy to put in my pocket, easy to carry, lighter, just all around convenient, and I still get all of the sauce of the iPhone 12 and 12 Pro in a small miniature body, minus the camera and the stainless steel and all that good stuff. But 5.4 inch display. Now, when you put a 5.4 inch display in a all display body with the notch, you know what I mean? It's going to be a smaller device. It's going to be very compact, but it's still going to have the big screen. And I'm more excited about that than I am the Pro Max. So I think I've made a decision to just go all in for my main device, which was going to be an iPhone 12 Pro Max. I'm going to get the iPhone 12 mini. I'm going to get the maxed out mini. I'm gonna save money, and I'm gonna have everything I need in an iPhone. So it just checks all of the boxes. It's basically what I'm trying to have, just an open and honest conversation with you guys, as opposed to the whole sit down, let's go over this, let's go over that. I'll do that later in a more detailed review, maybe in my month review. I do the traditional, but I just wanted to have a real talk and conversation with you guys to let you guys know that this is a great phone. And if you're looking at it and you're considering it, I think it's a go. I think the iPhone 12 mini is a real go. The iPhone 12 Pro this year and 12 Pro Max, I'm chilling. I'm cool. I'm not a fan of the stainless steel fingerprint magnet ring. And then I'm not a fan of the colors. So I'm gonna be honest, I get to have more fun with colors and express myself with an iPhone 12 as opposed to with the Pro, which is all bougie and stuff. You know what I mean? I ain't bougie, baby. I'm swag. All right, man. Smash that like button. Smash that sub button. It's your boy, CJ. My name is CJ. This is CJ Knows Tech.